Hey everyone. So today, okay, I'm gonna start here. I had been reading some comments on social media on something that they were talking about cloning and all of this stuff. And I see that someone writes to someone else and they put like, oh, you should watch the movie The Sixth Day. So I got all curious. Mind you, they don't even know that I'm looking at this. They don't know who I am. Just right, the wonders of social media. But influence. So I was super curious. So I went on Amazon, I see the movie, I rent it. And in the movie, Arnold Schwarzenegger, he likes to do all the action movies and all that stuff. He has a daughter. And he opens a door. His daughter's a little girl. He opens a door and he sees two enemies with guns. And he has a gun himself and he points his gun at them and he says, right now, you're going to put your guns down. He goes, and my daughter is in the other side. And she's not going to see any violence. So I told her that you guys are my friends. So you're going to act like you're my friends and you're not going to show her any violence. And they obey him, right? Because of course he could kill them. And as I am worshiping tonight, I went to the ministry that I go to, PC. And as I am worshiping, the Lord brings me this to my mind. And I said, God, thank you, because we deserve your wrath. And instead of us seeing that wrath, instead you defend me from that. Instead you protect me from that. Instead you're like what Arnold Schwarzenegger did for his daughter, where you love me so much, or you're like, like I'm put a stop to the enemy now, because you're not gonna, this is not gonna touch you, And then I started, and I was like, of course, okay, when you want someone to forgive you and they don't forgive you, and you love this person, it's heartbreaking. You're like, oh my goodness, what can I ever do for them to forgive me? Especially if it's a parent wanting the forgiveness of a child, right? I think that's one of the worst. I don't know, maybe it's a spouse that when someone was cheating or, not faithful or whatever. But I think from my experience, what I've seen, because I'm not a parent and I'm not, I'm not married, but I would think it's more the parent, right? And so I was thinking, God, thank you for your forgiveness. Thank you. This has been the week of when I'm praising God, like thanking him. He just gives me things to thank him for. There's so many things to thank God for. But today it was thank you for your forgiveness. Thank you for the fact that you grant us forgiveness because we don't deserve it. We're not worthy, right? We sin against you all the time. And I'm like, thank you for the gift of forgiveness, because forgiveness, Lord, is a gift. And then I started thinking about all the watchers, the angels that couldn't obtain forgiveness. And I was like, God, they could not obtain forgiveness. They could not obtain forgiveness, even if they would have wanted, even if they wanted, even if whatever, they didn't obtain it. But yet you granted it to us humans. I'm like, thank you for the fact that you forgive us, but not only that you forgive us, not only that you don't pour out your wrath on us, that you actually use that wrath to protect us, like you go against our enemies with that wrath, right? But not only that, the fact that you died so that you can forgive us. The fact that you said, because I want to forgive you, because I want to have a relationship with you so bad, I am going to myself go on like give my life. I'm going to give my one and only son for you. This is stuff that we all know, right? Elementary stuff. But today it was like if God removed a blindfold from my eyes, and the revelation that I got was just so precious and so like real that I just wanted to share this with you guys. Like, it was just like, wow. Like the fact that God, the all-powerful, almighty one, the one that has wrath, he spares us, he loves us, he forgives us, and he protects us from even seeing so many things. Like, how many times could you have possibly died and you don't even know God protected you? He put his hand there, he sent his angels, and we take it for granted. Look, this is real. So I'm going to Georgia tomorrow. I'm driving 7 hours, 6 hours and 40 minutes around there, to go to Georgia and then come back. I did a trip from Florida to Kentucky 2 times by myself with furniture in my car, moving from state to state. And I did not worry, not once. I was like, well, I mean, I thought about it, but I had it was fine. Now I'm just gonna go to Georgia, which is right there. And I was freaking out. And I was like, oh my goodness, what if something happens? I don't have AAA. And what if this? And what if that? And I was like, God, forgive me for worrying, because I should trust you. Like I just did even a huger trip, like 7 months ago, 2 times with furniture in my car by myself. And none of this fazed me. And I was like, that's where I can see, God, that it was your grace, that it was supernatural. I'm like, even something that I did that I had never done before in my life, like maybe a month ago, that I was like, I would have never thought I would have done that. I had to pray about it for 2 months, and it didn't faze me because it was his grace. And that's where I see it is the grace of God. And I was thinking, God, this is how the Israelites, when they were going through the wilderness in Egypt, that their shoes were growing, that their clothes wouldn't get damaged, that they would get manna from heaven. And they were just, it was so normal for them that they stopped seeing that this is supernatural. Like, this is God's hand. This is the grace of God. This is not normal day living, but they just became so natural. I think that's how birth is. Like, when you see a woman give birth, it's something so supernatural, but for us it's so common because we see it every day. But it's not common. And I think God allowed this trip to spark that, or to show me, like, Sandra, I want to show you how much of my will it was for you to come to Kentucky, like, because I know it's his will, because he keeps showing me. But I want to show you to the point that even the drive, like, it didn't faze you. And maybe you think like, oh, because I'm tough. No, it didn't faze you. It faces you going just 7 hours to Georgia, you know? And of course, when I was coming, I did pray, and I was like, you know, God protect me, but not to the same degree as what I experience now. And God is so precious that not only did he give me the rest and the peace that I needed, but then at the last minute, I told a friend of mine, you know, I was going to tell you if you wanted to come with me to Georgia, but, you know, since you have kids and it was last minute, I didn't bother. I didn't think I was going to see her. She showed up. She hadn't gone for like maybe like about a month to the ministry. And she says, I'll go. And I said, what? So now God provided a companion for me to go with. So I'm so happy. So anyways, guys, I just wanted to share it. The little things that we take for granted and that are such a big, huge deal. Like, it can be just things that we normalize even, or we become familiarized with, but it's powerful. It's God's hand, it's God's grace, it's God's love, it's God's forgiveness, it's his protection. So I just wanted to share that. Thanks for watching. God bless.